Skip it up and that up. Skip dip dip trip. I'm back. What's going on, guys? Rich, Review Tech USA, and here I am playing Battlefield 4. Actually, I didn't edit it yet. I'm seeing Metro Last Light in the top corner, but I'm playing Battlefield 4, herp derp, as you can see, on the PlayStation 4. And this is a PlayStation 4 first impressions video. Now, you're probably wondering where I've been. Been busy with some family stuff going on. I'm helping out my grandmother doing some stuff. And I've been playing the PlayStation 4, to be honest with you. And I wasn't going to put up an unboxing video. I had it in my head. I was not going to do it. And I'm glad I didn't put up an unboxing video, because there was like 12 in my feed. I come home and PlayStation 4 unboxing, PlayStation 4 unboxing. People were unboxing games. It's like, everyone after a while is going to know what's in the box, especially since IGN and like GameSpot had one way before anyone else. So I'm glad I didn't. So anyway, I have a PlayStation 4. Is mine working? Well, you're looking at gameplay footage of it working right now. This is Battlefield 4 on the PS4. So yeah, it's working fantastic. The only issue I had with my PS4, and it wasn't even, I think it was just a software bug. It wasn't even, like the operating system, was with Call of Duty Ghosts. It couldn't find the update after I played it for like an hour, and I had to reload the update. Then when I went online, it reinstalled the update. Then I went to go play online, and it said, you need to be a PS Plus member. I'm like, I just paid $50 for the year, so I am a PS Plus member. Then I just restarted the system, and that was resolved, and I haven't dealt with that since. That's it. The update, I didn't even use my USB stick. It just updated right from the internet in like 2 minutes, not even. And it just installed the update, restarted, and it was like nothing happened. The system's been working great since. The UI is nice and slick. I wish I could show it to you. I'm kind of on edge right now about showing anything Sony exclusive, because I know they're going to have a patch that's going to allow capture devices. And yes, I'm using an HDC stripper for this, but anything Sony exclusive I'm going to hold off on until I find out their stance on it. But the UI is nice and slick. It runs so much faster than the PS3. Especially the PlayStation Store, when they updated the PlayStation Store and the PS3, that thing chugged, man. And now it's nice and fast. Every game, on most of the games, if not all, I think, have to be installed on the hard drive, which kind of sucks, but they actually let you play aspects of the game even when the game's not completely installed. Like Battlefield 4, I could play the single-player campaign while the multiplayer was still installing. So, how do games look? Battlefield 4, I know it's only 1600 by 900. I've had no issues with online gaming, even though I've only played Team Deathmatch, which I'm actually really enjoying. But it looks amazing. Runs at 60 frames per second, both single-player and multiplayer. And it looks incredible, man. I'm very impressed with. You could tell that some stuff looks a little more pixelated than it would on my PC, but it definitely gives my PC a run for money, man. You go up to look at textures; they're still sharp, even really up close to them. The frame rate never drops. They did a hell of a job. DICE, I got to applaud you for this port of Battlefield 4 for the PlayStation 4. It's gorgeous and runs, and it actually makes having Battlefield 4 be a steady 60 frames per second on the consoles makes it a billion times more playable. That's a fact. That was one of the things that killed Battlefield 3 for me on the PS3, was having it run at like 25, 30 frames per second. It sucked. So thank you for making it a full 60, and this game is fantastic. Now, Killzone Shadowfall. I don't like it. I know there's some people out there that love it. They think it's a great game. They like the direction they went. I'm personally actually a big Killzone series fan. To me, the third one was the weakest link, even though I still enjoyed it. I thought it was a good game, but I don't like. I understand they wanted to really show beautiful open worlds, and they changed the pacing where you're not just in a corridor where, hey, 5 guys, shoot them down. Next corridor, 5 guys, shoot them down. But the pacing, to me, I'm going to give it another shot. I was going to trade it in, but I'm like, let me give it a shot again. It's just, I don't like the pacing of the single-player campaign. and I wasn't enjoying the multiplayer too much. But, I'm going to give it another shot before I really say, okay, I don't like this game, because who knows? Maybe it might grow on me. I did play it for quite a bit, but I'll play it some more. I didn't give the online multiplayer enough of a chance, though. I will admit that. So that's why I didn't trade it in. I want to give it more of a chance and see how it is. Now, Call of Duty Ghosts is a huge, huge improvement over the PS3 version. Now, the Wii U version, I have to say before I get into the PS4 version, is actually pretty good. A lot of people are giving the Wii U version a lot of flack for no reason, I think. Yeah, it has occasional frame rate drops, but it looks a hell of a lot better than the PlayStation 3 version. Once again, I'm talking about the Wii U version. And the online multiplayer, actually, it was way more stable on the Wii U. And even though there wasn't that many people playing, I always found a match. There was, I think once maybe, I got kicked out of a match, and there was no lag. It was just a really good experience. But the PlayStation 4 buries the Wii U version visually. It's full 1080p. Anyone out there who was saying there were frame rate issues with the multiplayer are smoking crack, because I can tell you right now, I've been playing the shit out of Call of Duty Ghosts on the PS4, and there is no frame rate issues. It's full 1080p. The textures are razor sharp. It looks gorgeous. There's God rays everywhere. It's like I felt like when I was playing the PS3 version that I had like Vaseline on my monitor. Like, it was just, I guess to get rid of jaggies, they used like temporal AA, and it just looked terrible. There were frame rate issues with the PS3 version, and it can't hold a candle up to the PS4 version. So if, like, say, your parents are getting you a PS4 for Christmas, and you were thinking about, or your girlfriend, your wife, or your husband, or your boyfriend is getting you a PS4, and they got it for you, and you really want to play COD Ghosts, hold off. Even though you could do the $10 upgrade thing, just hold off and wait. It's that much better on the PS4. I got another game I haven't played yet. I just got it yesterday. I got NBA 2K14. I think it's the first time since the Dreamcast. Literally, the first time since the Dreamcast I bought an NBA game, but I saw some reviews on it. Everyone's praising it. I like playing basketball games. It's like the only sports game I like playing on console, so I'm kind of looking forward to that. So I'm going to see how that is. And all in all, I've had a really good experience. I know there's people on Amazon that are raging about, the PlayStation. They're getting DOA PlayStation 4s. I'm personally in Blackbuster's camp, where I think that I'm not saying all of them. I'm sure there's people who genuinely had issues, but I'm saying I bet you also a good chunk of them also are just on there just hating. Like, really, do you have that little of a life that you would just write up a fake review to lie just to sway people away from the PlayStation 4 to make them get an Xbox One? Like, go outside, man. Discover a vagina. Life will be better if you discover a vagina. Trust me, you would not be as concerned about a piece of plastic if you knew what a vagina is like, and not the one that you came out of, a woman's. I hate bringing up the cliche thing, but I just, for people to take stuff that seriously means they have not gotten laid before. Anyway, getting off that subject, that was the weirdest tangent ever. The PlayStation 4, I mean, have I known any people that have had issues with it? Yes. My friend Diana, she had a PlayStation 4. She had to get an exchange. Luckily, she was able to. She went back to Best Buy. Her original one, she got the red light of death on it. The blinking red light. My buddy Dan, his wasn't effective, but he had to take out the hard drive. Put the hard drive, and he had to do the whole thing where you boot it up without the hard drive, put it back in. And at first, it wouldn't recognize his Ethernet port when he did that, but then I guess he rebooted it again, and it just fixed any other issues that he had. So his was more on the software side. Hers was on the hardware side. On a positive note, though, I have a buddy who's a supervisor over at Best Buy, and they had 147, I believe, PlayStation 4s, okay? And no one returned one. No one has had any issues with them. No one has brought back a PlayStation 4. They've all worked fine. So take that as it is. It's just one Best Buy. Who knows? There may be a Best Buy near you where they got 147 and every single one of them was returned. I don't know. All I could say is my Best Buy hasn't had any issues. I've personally had 0 issues with the PlayStation 4, but I did know a couple people. So take that as you will. Take it with a grain of salt. I could tell you my experience with this system has been butter smooth, and I am very glad that I invested the money in Sony's next-gen console. They did a very good job, in my opinion. All right, guys, make sure to rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe. And as always, thank you for supporting Review Tech USA. Have a good one.